The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So today I wanted to talk about a couple things. And first, the barbecue at the big house debacle. And of course, I already made a video about it. But the thing is, Michigan needs to do a better job with their social media. It's not 1998 or early 2000s anymore. So if this is your big event, there should be pictures of the layout of food with the players, big steaks, the ribs, whatever it was, showcasing that. But they do themselves a disservice by not having that great social media presence promoting what's going on, the awesome things that they're doing. And that's why that picture went viral. And I just saw an article just a few minutes ago. They're still roasting them about that. Because even if they did have other great options like steak, ribs, pulled pork, whatever, lobster, shrimp, who knows? But even if they had that, there's no pictures of it. Where are the pictures? It should be laid out everywhere with pictures of the big house, pictures of the food, pictures with the players and the food. But instead, all you have is that hot dog pic, the hot dog and the mediocre macaroni and tater tots and chicken tenders from whoever took that pic, whether he chose that or not. That's the pic that went viral. But you don't have any other pics out there with the players, with the food, showcasing your big recruiting event, the barbecue at the big house. Like, who's over this stuff? That's my thing. Who's over this stuff? You're doing yourself a disservice because you're not you don't know how to promote yourself on social media. And I know people are going to say, well, you don't have to do all that. It's 2023. Yeah, you do need to do that. Even only picture we saw was, and I don't even know if this was a real pic from the actual barbecue, was from James Yoder. Who takes him serious? It's already been said that he's not affiliated with Michigan, so nobody takes those pics that he had serious, even if they were. But that's the only place we're seeing the pics. I haven't seen any pics anywhere about with the actual food or anything besides the one that the kid took with the hot dog and the chicken tenders. Even a dude like Michigan State, Mel Tucker's always got the cigar, taking some dope pics with the recruits. Michigan has to get in the modern times on social media and promoting these dope things that you have, especially something is like the barbecue at the big house, because that's your big time recruiting event. So showcase the food, showcase all the steaks and the ribs and the great layout of foods that y'all supposedly had. That should be showed. That should be plastered all over your social medias and everything. So as soon as he posted that pic, there would have been tons of pics, so nobody would have ran with it. But those pics don't exist, so literally everybody ran with it, and Michigan is getting roasted about it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody has to realize with that program that social media is important. You can't just take a pic here and there, no, you need to be taking pics and putting on social media, especially big time events, heavy. There should be tons of pictures of recruits having a blast with their family, showcasing the food. Like, oh, I want to go to that. They had this, they had that. I'm going to the barbecue at the big house next year. Got to learn how to promote and market yourself better, because they getting roasted. It's like these articles just don't stop. I'm looking at when the article was posted 49 minutes ago. Jeez, y'all ain't know. They still roasted them about it. But like other schools, they do a great job of it. Michigan has to catch up. Social media is important. I'm in my 30s, so it's kind of important to us a little bit. But these young kids, it's everything. Social media is everything. You got to do better. It's just simple as that. So now, besides that, I've been seeing people post about the roster and stuff on Facebook and different places. And, the thing about the roster, and I know people have their favorite players and, Blake didn't come back for this to not get a bunch of carries. And, if JJ throws for this, that means we're not running the ball right and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. Blake didn't come back to go for 2,000 yards and us not win the Big Ten. Mike Barrett didn't come back to just have a bunch of tackles and we don't win a championship. This team is about championship. Blake at media day say, I don't care how many carries I get, as long as we're winning. He came back to win. Showcase that his knee is healthy and win. Not get 600 carries this season and just have gaudy stats. No, this team, the culture is about winning. Yeah, we all got players that we like, but stats, it's not about stats. You get what I'm saying? So the only player that we really need to see get stats and reps is JJ. And this is my thing, because people are saying like, because somebody posted, does JJ throw for 450 this year in a game? And people, that's a losing. If he does that, that means we're not running it good. We're gonna lose. And no, if he does that, that means JJ lighting somebody up. Just because we don't run for 250, that don't mean we ain't gonna win. That don't mean we ain't gonna win. That just means JJ was lighting somebody up. JJ on the team too. It ain't just Blake and Donovan. JJ that's the quarterback. So if he's throwing for 450, even if we're not running it good, that's a lot of yardage. You get what I'm saying? So JJ needs those reps. Let's turn back the hands of time, because people forgetting that in the playoff, you're going to have to throw that rock. JJ put up 340 something, but he wasn't ready to take it over and be able to throw that much without making big time mistakes that cost us the game. Take it back. Let's take it back. Roll it back 2 years. Cade couldn't shred a Georgia defense. He wasn't even close to being ready. The playoff, you're going to have to throw that rock. It's not likely that they're just going to let us run the ball down their throat, whoever it is. That's why they're in the playoff. They play good defense, and they're not going to they got a month to prepare. They ain't finna just let you run the rock down their throat. You have to get that quarterback ready, because you're going to need him. The Illinois game, no Donovan. The Illinois game last year, yeah, we escaped. No Donovan, no Blake. Blake gets hurt right before halftime. It would have been nice if JJ was well prepared to take the brunt of the offense. Yeah, we escaped out of there, but the second half could have been all his, but it was shaky most of that second half. It would have been nice for him to be able to come out that second half and say, don't worry, and go out there and sling it for 250 just in the second half of 300 against a good Illinois defense. So you need that quarterback to be ready, because good or great defenses and coaches aren't going to let you just run it down their throat. That's the number one thing every team pretty much tries to stop. We're not going to let them run it down our throat. Yeah, these mediocre teams, they can't stop it. But good and great defenses and coaching, they're going to say, nah, you're going to have to beat us some other way. You ain't finna do it. You're going to have to find a way to beat us some other way. Now, it either works or it don't, but the playoffs, it ain't working. We ain't been able to run it well in either playoff game. So that's the thing. That this team, it's not about Blake getting all these stats, Donovan getting all these stats. This team, loaded as it is, it's about doing whatever you got to do to win and make it to the playoff and be prepared. So on defense, somebody saying, "Oh, Mike Barrett didn't come back to have Hausman take his position." This is a team. If Hausman is a better linebacker, then Hausman gonna take his job. This team got championship aspirations. This ain't no middle school. Oh, he been here for 6 years, so it's his spot. No. When we play passing teams, Mike Barrett will probably play a little bit more than Hausman. But as far as being a pure linebacker, Hausman is probably the better linebacker. Sideline to sideline in physicality, because he's a linebacker. Mike Barrett is basically a safety playing linebacker. There's a difference. It's like it showed up in the playoffs that he was starting. There's a difference. No, and this isn't to down Mike Barrett. This is just speaking on the situation. He's a glorified safety playing linebacker. It's just what he is. Coming from the Don Brown scheme, Viper. So he's basically a safety playing linebacker. Unless you a real dog, it's hard to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? So when we play teams that are actually able to run and have a good offensive line, they're going to exploit him. That's why you need a dude like Hausman to be that. But this team is about reaching goals. It's not about stats. The only player that needs to get those stats is JJ. Not because we want him to, our quarterback is throwing, because he needs the reps in game. And this is the one thing I'll give Ryan Day. He going to get his quarterback those reps in the game. He going to leave his quarterback in there to get those reps so he's ready. You know what I'm saying? He going to let that starter get almost all of those reps. Blowout or not, you ain't going coming out. You need to see more defenses, see more coverages, and shred them. So he's prepared and he's seen everything. JJ, some games he only throws it 12 times, 15 times. And ain't a lot of reps. So JJ needs the reps. So if he gets his stats because he just needs those reps, he needs to see those different coverages. He needs to see how to manipulate those linebackers even more so he's not throwing that pick. Understanding what he does best and what he needs to stay away from. He needs that because him being the best quarterback he can be lifts the team up another notch. That's the thing. Blake and Donovan, they're going to be fine. As long as that offensive line is doing their thing, they going to do them. But JJ needs the reps because he needs to see these defenses. He's got, not only that, JJ and the receivers, Cornelius and Roman were there. I'm talking about in-game actually doing something. Clemens, O'Leary, Morris, all these other receivers are unproven. We need them to be on the same page. We need to see who's going to be that third receiver. Who's going to get their mojo. So they actually need those reps. You know what I'm saying? Especially before we get to Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio State. The passing game needs those reps. So, to me, that's just what it is. Like, I know, and this isn't saying we don't run the ball or nothing like that. This is just saying you have to be prepared to throw that rock and be confident in it. Running the ball down, trying to run it down everybody's throat. You could probably win the Big Ten, but that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is winning the national championship. I can't name the last team that just ran it down everybody's throat, even in the playoffs, to win a championship. It just don't happen that often because they're going to stop it. That quarterback has to be able to lift up the team and say, "No, you ain't putting all these dudes in the box. You best be keeping two safeties high or I'm going to shred you. You best figure out what you're going to do with me because if you do have good coverage, I'm going to beat you with my legs too. What you going to do about me? You worried about Blake, you worried about Donovan. What you going to do about me, JJ?" That's what we need to happen. Blake and Donovan, they there. Knock on wood, healthy all year. But the goal is championship, Big Ten, national. What y'all gonna do about me? JJ McCarthy, what you gonna do about my arm? What you gonna do about my legs? What you gonna do about my leadership? We need him to be that top dog because who touches the ball every play? The quarterback. So we need him to be that dude. How he going to become that dude? He needs reps. So he is confident in every throw he attempts to make. He is confident on every coverage he sees. He is confident making that check, seeing that guy coming on that blitz. That's what we have to have for championship expectations, not just Big Ten expectations. Gotta have JJ able to throw for 450 if somebody so does happen to have a good enough run defense to slow down Donovan and slow down Blake. Gotta have that quarterback able to. It's cool. I know we our bread and butter is the run game. Don't worry. I got you. Me, Cornelius, Roman, and Peyton, we got you. Don't worry. Shred man. Don't worry. The passing game got us. Yeah, I know. Just calm down. I'm that dude. Don't worry. They about to get shredded. They got 8 in the box. They about to get lit up. It's about having that quarterback ready to get us to that level to win a championship. But it's not about stats. None of these dudes on this team is about stats. That's something we focus on. And if you're on bad teams, I know they kind of focus on their stats a little bit more. This team is championship or bust time because it's going to be broken up after this year. So this team is all about together. Oh, this game, Donovan had 150. Oh, this game, Blake has 150. Oh, okay, this game, JJ throws for 350, 400. Oh, okay, let's get it. Oh, this game, Coastal Loveland has 100 yards receiving. Oh, man, this game, Roman Wilson has 3 TDs. It's about winning. Don't matter how the job is getting done. Worrying about stats, that's how jealousy comes in. Oh, I'm trying to get the ball. We winning and you mad because you didn't get your 100 yards. We winning and somebody else mad because they didn't get their 15 tackles or something. Oh, I didn't get to play. Well, it was a passing team. You're not that good in pass coverage. What you mad about? So that's the thing. It's not about stats and all that. This team is about winning a championship. Guys came back for championship, show they healthy, and win a championship. Unfinished business is about championship. It ain't about no stats. That's just the mindset of the team. If you listen to them talk, that's what they say. This ain't just me talking about it, but as far as reps, stats, JJ needs the reps. So when someone does stop that run, we're prepared. He's prepared to shred them. You messed up. You got too many in the box. Or even if we do, they don't have those dudes in the box. It don't matter. You getting shredded. I'm that good. I'm that dude. That's what it's about. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I got a little itch, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch on that, and just, it ain't about stats with this team. It's about reaching those goals and getting that ring, because those stats ain't going to mean that much if you lose. But if you got okay stats and you bring home that Big Ten championship and that national championship, you live forever. You live forever at Michigan and in college. Because when they say, oh, who won the 2023 national champion, it was Michigan. Who was on that? Oh, Mike Barrett was on that team. Hausman was on that team. JJ was on that team. Donovan was on that team. Blake was on that team. Loveland was on that team. Oh, Roman Wilson was on that team. I forgot Cornelius Johnson was on that team. Oh, man. They had Darius Clemens. I forgot he was there. Rod Moore. That's what it's about. You win that ring, you're a legend forever. So that's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan